For those that watched my earlier video about changing a lifestyle, moving, changing what I'd always wanted to stay on the property, and a house opportunity came up in town, and I was working really hard on Saturday with 3 days notice to get the house ready for an inspection. Not an open home, just these people to be shown through. And bear in mind I work full time, and as you can see I'm driving to work now. So mostly it was Friday night and Saturday to get this house ready. And if you know my life at all, which you don't because it's this internet world, I'm really busy. I've got lots of things going on in my space, and I've got an elderly husband who has Alzheimer's and an intellectually handicapped, high-functioning daughter. So my home life is a challenge. It's all on me to do everything that needs to happen. And so Saturday was getting the house clean. And my house is not really untidy, just a little bit tired and not really being, housekeeping is not my favourite thing to do. So I cleaned the house within an inch of its life on Saturday. Probably did a little bit Friday night, 12 hours of cleaning to get this house ready for complete strangers to walk through. And remember this, I don't know whether I shared it on the last video, but the guy had made an offer to swap the houses with the cash in our favour. And so when they'd been through and we were sitting out in the town with our dogs just killing time, and I got the message, they're going to think about it and come back tomorrow. I was actually a little disappointed because he had already carte blanche made a quick decision of what he wanted to do without even seeing the house. And so now when he's seen the house, there's this kind of pause in his mind going on, and I'm thinking, what does that mean? Does that mean that he has changed his mind? And so, to be honest, I was kind of unsettled Sunday afternoon and most of the night. Didn't sleep very well, and I was thinking about what he was trying to do. He's got a house which is a nice house, but he bought it at the peak of the market and he paid top dollar for it. And the CV government valuation has fallen, as ours from that time. Ours at 1.5 million back then, but now it's at less than $1 million. His house hasn't fallen quite as much, but then that's kind of in line with what the townhouses have done. So there he is wanting 20,000 over CV for his house, and he wants to swap out our house 80,000 under CV, GV, government valuation. And so the favour is all in his side, and then I sort of felt after the agent had just said that they're going to decide and think about it, that he was actually thinking he might make that an even worse offer. I can't for imagine think that he would improve that offer. And so I was quite disappointed because I'm thinking our house is a nice house. Yes, it got some things that need to be tidied up. It's 27 years old after all. But it's got a lot of potential and a lot of good assets. So I was kind of thinking, what do I really want to move? Because I love this house. I've gone through this journey before. I've gone up and down through this journey. We could just cut our losses and just walk away from this house and buy his and just take whatever deal he wants to put on the table. Or I could turn around and say, no, I'm not doing that. He can sell his house at inflated price to the next person. I'm sure I'll find somebody that falls in love with it and wants to pay a lot more for it than it's worth. Or he wants to compensate for his bad decision 6 years ago, 5 years ago, when he bought it at top dollar. Anyway, that was all speculations. This is all going whirling round in my head. And now, remember, I've got this beautiful clean house that looks great. It's been reset. There were still things that need doing, but everything was in a place where it's not so overwhelming for me then to carry on. And it's still me. I'm the one that's going to make the meals. I'm the one that's going to clean the kitchen, wash the dishes, clean the floors, and do all those things. So if I get tired, all that will fall away again. I started to pull my garden down, which is my happy place. Except it's not very happy at the moment. So that was the dilemma of the weekend. Such a high, thinking that we might have, everything might just be falling into place. Bang, bang, bang. And then a bit of a disappointment that it's not falling into place. Or seemingly. I could be making all this up, remember? I've not heard, they've not responded back from what they've talked about. But the more I think about what he's put on the table, the offer he's made, the more I feel that his is not a fair offer. It's not a... If he wants to inflate his government valuation, then we should inflate ours. Or maybe we both get them a registered valuer through and get both properties valued. And then it's even playing field. Or he wants to reduce our government valuation by the percentage he has. We reduce his by the same percentage. But I doubt any of those scenarios will fly with this person. Or maybe we just sit for a bit longer. The overall housing market in our town is been on a decline for a little while. Prices are dropping, but there is signs that it's going to start picking up. So maybe you will find the person that will come along and sell his house, buy his house rather, for the money that he wants. And we don't desperately have to move. We can just carry on. We can just carry on. So that's some of the dilemmas of going through the process of house sales and things, and such a tension. Oh, and we had the section offer on the section kind of had a bit of a hiccup as well. I think that's back on track now, but we had a bit of wobble at the end of last week that they may have pulled out from that, but they're back on track. But we haven't signed any contract either way. So I just carry on. I go to work each day. I continue to declutter our space, because that's good anyway, doesn't it? Makes you feel good when the place is decluttered. I do the maintenance, probably do the maintenance. If this moving into town at this stage falls over, I'll carry on doing the maintenance around the place that needs to happen. And we keep going until God changes the direction for us. Yes. So that has been the weekend of highs and lows and disappointments. And possibly something might come right this afternoon, or something will come through that will mean that we go this way or this way. But I was also then, one of the estate agent said when she walked into the house after I'd cleaned everything up, she just stopped and looked and she went, wow, you won't want to move now because our house looks so good. Yeah, I know how to stage a home for open homes, and it looked really good, and it made me think, do I really want to leave? We're going round in circles on leaving the lifestyle block and moving into town. Let's see where we go. And sorry you can hardly see me, the sun is there, and I still haven't figured out the B-roll things, so this is a really bad video. Oh dear.